Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be. And welcome back to the HCW channel. And welcome back to another edition of HCW Show Squared. The show that is your format or formula of the HCW Show podcast is powered to the power of, you guessed it, 2. I am your host, as always, for these, Dan, DP, or as it all say nowadays, DpuizY. Yeah! And I am joined by the everlasting co-host himself, Mr. Impact Craig. Craig, how you doing?
You know me, it's that M-I-C. Craig, aka Mr. Impact. And yeah, I'm all good. But of course you know that because we have not that we've been talking for about an hour before we even started this. But yeah, I'm all good. Okay. Full disclosure, watched NXT Wednesday or Thursday, I forget which. I forgot most of it because I'm on these stupid antidepressants, and they don't help my short-term memory. So I probably forgot most of what happened, apart from the important stuff. But we move, and I'll hopefully you guys can trigger a memory and of what happened for me, because it's going.
Yeah. And if you're wondering who that voice was, we are joined once again by the voice of Eva, who's now got a face.
I have a face now. I have a body!
Backed by popular demand. And by that I mean it was just him who asked for it. I am joined by Ruff.
Hi, how's it going?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I finally have a face. I have a body. I feel like a real boy now.
Just the nose.
I'm ready.
You're not a real boy.
Wait, is it because I'm black?
What?
Moving on.
But no, we are here to talk NXT for the 7th of January 2025, or better known now as New Year's Evil.
Yeah.
Which is the latest TV special thing.
Yeah.
So, without any further ado, have you got any comments before we get into this?
Oh, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, I kind of didn't like the build for the main event over the past couple of weeks. Like, I didn't like the build, but the thing is, it made me think of, like, it was going to be... We were going to stretch this out. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
The only remark I have is that it's so much better being able to watch it on Netflix. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
The network is awful.
Meanwhile, Ross is like, CW for me, I guess.
Well, I gotta live here in America. And
all 3 brands on Netflix.
Maybe being a real boy isn't all that cracked up.
Maybe being
just get a VPN and sign up to Netflix in the UK. Why not?
Yeah.
I just learned I had to pay taxes.
Like a real American, you don't pay taxes.
Goddamn right. Wesley Snipes is my hero.
And just insert a picture of Ireland here.
Just start the Blade franchise.
Yeah, but like this past week in professional wrestling has been a mixed bag, to say the least. Like I watch Wrestle Kingdom mainly because that's been one of the main things I've been looking forward to for the past several months. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like Wrestle Kingdom, loved it until the main event.
Yeah.
Not gonna say the main event was a bad match. It was a bad Tokyo Dome main event.
Mm-hmm.
And you cut 15 minutes off, it's a 4-star match.
Yeah.
But that stretched out, it's 2.5, 2.75. I didn't watch Wrestle Dynasty mainly because I don't want that utter crossover in my Tokyo Dome. No. Get that mess out of here. I will only accept the luchador. I will only accept the luchadors. Get those Americans out of here. And Raw on Netflix, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was everything I expected it to be. Like, people online were like, 4 matches in 3 hours. Dog, this is WWE we're talking about.
Like, it isn't the biggest thing they've ever done.
Like, if they can get away with 1 match in 2 hours, they'll do it. They'll do it. But yeah, like, and then this past week, it was alright. I almost went there because they're in Clarksville. They were in Clarksville, Tennessee for Dynamite. I almost went there, but I decided against it because that would require me taking and driving 2.5 hours to go see it, which I've done before, but that was on a weekend, so that's different.
Yeah.
That's different though. Middle of the week, that's kind of a tougher sale. But all in all, like, it's been a pretty like, there's been a lot of stuff to enjoy about wrestling, but I will say this, the thing that I enjoyed the most has to be New Year's Eve from top to bottom.
That is fair, yeah. And, you know, as we move on from the travesty of Monday, we look forward now to the miracle of Tuesday. As we go into the show for NXT New Year's Evil, things kick off by showing various people arriving to the venue, you know, champions, challengers, that sort of thing, including The Rock. He's here. This time he's not sporting a bottle of tequila. He's got a can of Zoa, his themed energy drink.
Should have had the tequila, but I think I guess they don't want that on their shows.
Probably not. No, I mean, we did cover this on the Raw review that me and Nikki did. That will be out by the time you watch this.
The mana.
Yeah, it's not good publicity to show yourself drinking tequila and then get into a car and driving away. You know.
Yeah, it's not good publicity to drop like 5 F-bombs on live television either, but here we are.
Yeah, there was a TV special, so that means no padding, just straight into the action. And we kick off with the first match of the night for the NXT Women's World Championship. Challenger Giulia taking on champion Roxanne Perez. Who would win? Who come out on top? It wasn't obvious already. It's obvious now. It was Giulia! And she wins with the Northern Lights bomb and becomes new NXT Women's World Champion. I rated this 3 3/4 stars. I did find myself thinking, but as it ended, was that it? I felt quite short for me, but again, it wasn't a PLE. So that's my thinking was like, it's PLE, right? No, it's not. It's the TV special. It's different. So with that, it was just, you know, it was fun. I enjoyed the match. It was a fun encounter, as it was always going to be. But just as I said, I felt myself thinking a bit of a weird ending. Felt a bit anticlimactic, but the right person won at the end of the day.
You want to go, Craig, or you?
Honestly, that match. I mean, it was never not going to be good.
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, go with that. Roxanne Perez, the prodigy for a reason, and is going to kill it on the main roster when she goes up at the Rumble.
Speed.
Hopefully, anyway. Giulia. I said it when Giulia first came in. That she's new to the American style of wrestling, to the WWE style of wrestling. She can't go full strong style like she typically would, but she's adapted really well, and that showed through more so in this match. I didn't mind the Coral Jade interference; it makes sense in a way, but it didn't really have much of an impact on the match, if we're being honest, because she was thrown out straight away without actually doing anything. But okay, and yeah, they killed it. Given the time, given the TV time, which we know is we said many times, it's an issue of NXT. They don't know how to book a 2-hour show. But No, I really enjoyed this one. I was like you, DP. I thought it was I went in with the mindset of it being a PLE. Then it's not, so had to not lower my expectations, but
Sort of readjust.
lower my expectations in terms of, yeah, just adjust a little bit. But no, they killed it, and it's a pity that it wasn't at a PLE, because I think Giulia winning the title in PLE should have maybe been the way it went. I'm not a fan of. I'm not in general not a fan of title changing on TV. I don't really like it all that much. But the right winner, great match, and Roxanne Perez, as she's gonna destroy the main roster, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's if Papa H doesn't, slow burner. I'm joking. But nah, like I like this match, not as much as their first encounter on the CW debut. Because I gave that match like a really high rate. You said a 3.25 DP?
3.75.
3.75. I'd actually go low 3.5. Because it was already going to be good. We already knew this. Like, it would have taken like both of them to be injured to not be good.
Yeah.
And like overall, like I wouldn't say it's the worst version of their match. I feel like it's a match all in all, but it's like it was everything that it needed to be. You just wish they could have got more. And if it got more time, you feel like it could have even surpassed this match. And because I'm gonna be honest with you, as it stands, as the card stood announced from the week prior, I personally thought they were going to main event.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to main event, brother. But hey, they got to open up the show. They killed it. And I will say this. All right, it's Giulia's time now in NXT. But I will say this. I feel like Roxanne's booking over the last 2-3 months, ever since she had the defense of Giulia on the CW debut, has been kind of lackluster. Not in the sense of like she hasn't been like, a main focus of the programming. It's just more so she really as much. Like she didn't even defend the belt, I don't think, from did she defend the belt?
I don't think she did.
Yeah, she didn't defend the belt for basically the last 3 months.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, that's surprising because you would and that's crazy as hell when you had Stephanie pin her at Halloween. And you also had Zarya pin her in the ECW Big 10-woman tag. So you would have thought they would have at least run a match or something on TV in the lead up to this. Because personally, I thought they were going to do Zarya versus her deadline. But they had all the women in the Iron Survivor plus Ren Sinclair and Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
But all in all, I feel like Roxanne's reign, it was up there in terms of top reigns with the NXT Women's title. And since 2021, aka the Mandy Rose era onwards, you can honestly say Roxanne has had the best reign with that title since probably Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I was thinking Shayna.
Yeah, I
also
agree.
We could get one more match from these two. They are tied now.
They are tied. I personally don't. If you do that, are you doing it at Vengeance Day?
I think Vengeance Day.
You'd have to, I think.
When is Vengeance Day? What date?
February 15th, I think.
Okay, so Roxanne could as someone said on the last episode I was on, that about Roxanne going to the main roster then coming down to have another match
That was
for the title or to the title.
that was me, but about Trick Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, but it can work for Roxanne. Debut at the Rumble, come back down, challenge Giulia on the PLE, give Giulia a big PLE win, a second big PLE win against the champion, a former champion, the greatest champion, and then Roxanne goes main roster and does what she does.
Yeah, I did a quick fact check. It was actually October the 1st, the last time the Roxanne defended the title before New Year's Evil. So, it's only a casual, 60 odd days.
3 months. No, 90, fucker.
90, sorry.
90.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, shit. Yeah,
She pulled a Roman Reigns on her ass.
She should have stripped as a title then.
They should have.
You've got to defend it in 90 days.
It should have stripped her.
You've got to defend it. Got to be stripped from the title. Oh, naughty.
Oh no. But no, the question is now, what is next for Roxanne? What is next for Giulia? And what is next for the NXT Women's World Championship as we go forward? So after this, we go backstage. We are shown that Eddie Thorpe has been attacked. He's on the stairs. And Ava comes up. She's like, "Oh no, Eddie's been hurt. Oh no, Eddie, you better get up now. You got a match coming up soon." And Eddie's like, "Anyway, it wasn't me."
For a second, I thought Tala Tonga was about to debut.
Oh no!
I've been waiting for him for months. Where is Tala Tonga?
We want Leo back.
Hikaleo!
Fucking hell. But no, also, Ava does not believe Eddie, and is not convincing that. And that's all we see for now. After that, we get a recap segment showing what Ethan Page did to Javon Evans, where he, took Javon's smile. Javon's there. He tries to talk about it, but he can't talk about it because his jaw's been wired shut. So he's like, I want to hurt Ethan Page. I really want to hurt Ethan Page.
He was doing it. He was doing his best Kanye impersonation through the wire.
You're gonna subtitle this part?
Probably.
Yeah.
Ethan Page, fuck you, Ethan Page, you a bitch, Ethan Page.
I'll
whoop your ass, Ethan. I will whoop your ass, Ethan Page.
Imagine someone watching this now and someone that weird just walks in the room and we're just doing, fuck you, Ethan Page.
I swear it's part of the show. I swear.
It's part of the show. It's part of the show. As long as he's impersonating Kanye, as long as he doesn't make 25.
As long as he just does that impersonation and nothing else.
Yeah.
Let's just stick to the talking part.
Let's move on from that because it's time for some Latina. It's time for next match of the night. It is the Women's NXT North American Championship #1 Contenders Fatal 4-Way match. We have Stephanie Vaquer. We have Cora Jade. We have Kalani Jordan. And we have the future of women's wrestling in my mind, Lola Vice.
I think you're wrong, but okay.
The winner of the match would be the #1 contender for the Women's North American title. So who would pick up the win? Not Vaquer, right? Because she's going for the world title, so not Vaquer. No, it was Vaquer. She wins with a package backbreaker to Kalani Jordan. I rated this 3 stars. I thought it was a fun 4-way that kept things going, kept things moving at a pace where it didn't get lost in the shuffle. It was in a match really where 2 people could have won this. One being Vaquer, the other being Kalani. However, Vaquer would snatch the win from this. And with her winning this, it makes you wonder, is Fallon's days as champion numbered?
No. No.
I have a fantasy booking proposition.
If it involves Jada Parker, I'm not hearing it.
No. But hey, now that you mentioned it, we need to get Jada Parker. But I can very much see Stephanie being, I feel like she could possibly beat Fatal Influence 3-on-1. I feel like I don't think they're. I wouldn't be surprised if they do Stephanie versus Giulia, title for title, at Stand and Deliver. Make that match as big as, because they're going to want to run that, and I think they're going to run that at Stand and Deliver because they're the two biggest names in the division. Like unless you're going to try to do the safe route and try to give Giulia a very easy defense. Remember Ilya Dragunov? We all thought it was going to be Ilya versus something that, or Mello versus Trick for the title at Stand and Deliver this past year. But no, we're doing Ilya versus Tony D. And as much as we love Tony, Ilya was definitely winning that match. Like, no, full stop.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're doing some like Giulia or Giulia versus Cora Jade, Giulia versus like JCJ, like
honestly,
there's no.
Jordan Grace will come into the ring in the next month. I can see Julie and Jordan Grace that.
I don't think she jumped Stephanie in the line though. That's the thing.
If they're going the North American title route, I don't. Maybe it's just I'm not a fan of one person holding two single titles, because it's either one forced to the wayside or they unify them, which that makes the newest title obsolete.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I could very easily see it being a scenario where you have like, Soul Ruka teaming with Zarya and Fatal Influence on the undercard, while you having Giulia and Stephanie for both belts.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised at that, but like the biggest match you can probably do right now with the current roster you have, like, sure, Jordan Grace is going to come in, but who's to say Paul Levesque is still for the main roster? Because, in my opinion, she's main roster already. The biggest match you can possibly do is Giulia versus Stephanie Vaquer.
That is fair. Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, overall good match. Just, you know, I was in a certain mindset at the time, and I was like, I wasn't happy at the time because of how it ended.
Oh yeah, you did pick Kalani.
I did, yeah.
Like,
I was like, I'm so certain of this. I was like, it has to be Kalani because they need someone to fill in between now and Stand Deliver. So Kalani could be the fill-in opponent.
very much could be, but
No.
I think they want to grow Kalani past that, because they've tried to make a concerted effort with her being more like, instead of the, I wouldn't say happy-go-lucky, instead of being the ultra like, hey, I'm so glad to be here, do it like stuff like that. She's actually showing a bit more aggression now. It's a good character. It's good character progression for her, because she got screwed over She's gotten screwed over, and now it's like, hey, I want what was mine. She's showing more ambition with it. And personally, it's a nice little character change. I hope this leads to a more, how can I say, consistent, voice for her. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it always felt like, she always had the talent. She's always had the talent. But it's like, unlike a Jada Parker came out the gate swinging. Lola Vice came out the gate swinging with, like, they have that confidence about who they are.
Yeah.
And you don't feel that same confidence behind Lonnie's words sometimes.
No, you don't.
I said it from a previous episode. This, whatever Lonnie's doing, is the most character I've seen from her.
Mm-hmm.
And again, in this match, she showed me some more of a personal side other than just someone who can bounce around and do flips. That's all I got from Kalani. I didn't expect her to win this match. I'm fine with Stephanie winning it. because realistically, I just don't know if I can see them going with Stephanie versus Giulia. I know they have to do it eventually, but I just think I don't know who's next for Giulia, because obviously there's a lot at play, and you've got Stephanie. I can see them playing Stephanie and Fatal Influence out until stand and deliver, with the group getting involved in a couple of matches, and then eventually banning them from the cage or something at stand and deliver.
Banning them, or like Stephanie gets back up from the aforementioned like Sol Ruka and Zarya.
Yeah. Which then leads to a 6-woman tag, and then eventually getting to
the title.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, so we got moving on from that. We go backstage now. Ava is talking to the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Ida Dawn, and she confirms that they'll have a match next week against Metaphor, with the winners challenging for the women's tag titles. Cool. In the same segment, Ava's asked about Eddy Thorpe's status. Ava still does not believe Eddy, but in comes OFME. And he admits that he did it. Basically, he's like, Ava, I did it, and I did it with pride.
He accused me. He accused me before the Iron Survivor, so I actually put my hands on him now. That's basically what he said.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So Ava says the match later on will still be a triple threat. And Ava says, will Eddy even make it to the match? And that's a valid question, because we've not seen Eddy at all since he was on those stairs. So it wouldn't be a WWE show in Netflix era now if you didn't have to showcase some sort of celebrity or something in the crowd, because we're shown Triple H and Nick Khan. Yeah, they're here. Woo!
Woo!
Okay.
Iris, be the official NXT podcast
of the UK, featuring one American dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I would very much rather be UK.
Come on over.
Hey, wait! Wouldn't you kick me out with the Polish?
No,
just don't quit the boat. You're fine.
You're not using your feet. Fine.
All right.
Stay out the boat. You're fine.
Just pay for your own flight. You're good.
All right, I got you.
So after this, there's also a vignette of OTM. They hype up the match for next week. Basically, there's gonna be a title match next week between them and Fraxium. That's about it.
Yeah, I will say this: these guys, they have the makings of a good rough and tumble tag team. They're big guys. They can. I've kind of liked them. I've always kind of liked them, mainly because, well, obviously, see that. I always like seeing people of color succeed. But the thing is, I feel like they've been done service.
That isn't what I thought you meant. So I'm just there like, yeah. I'm like, no. I was like, I thought you were saying because they're affiliated with Jada. That's what I thought you were going with.
No. Not even. I liked them before Jada. Come on, man. I liked them when they were with Scripps the Crip. But
Reggie.
Shout out to Reggie, my dog. But not I feel like these two guys have always had the potential. These are two big Haas wrestlers. I love Haas. They're still raw in plenty of sense, but they have, like I said, they have that confidence about them that like Jada and Lola Vice.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they haven't really been given opportunities to wrestle. I remember at one point they were wrestling a match against Idris and Malik, and those between those four guys, they hadn't had a match in NXT in months, let alone won a match on NXT in months. But that was way long ago, so I'm glad they're getting this out now, but I don't stand a chance against Fraxium. Especially when I feel like those are Hank and Tank's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. They are Hank and Tank's title.
They are, but I just feel like I don't see Hank and Tank being the ones to beat Fraction for him. I feel like
so. You feel like
there's an in between team. I think that win it off Fraction.
You think there's a transitional team?
Yeah, and I think that's OTM.
Was potentially like next week or what? Vengeance?
It's this week coming up, and then that's the match for OTM, and then eventually what I'm assuming is next one.
I personally don't see it with them currently, not at this moment.
Yeah,
but
and at some point you've got to build the Fraction split as well because it's coming at some point.
It's coming, but also on top of that, like this tag division has suffered in the sense of they really haven't had anybody. Like in a way, you kind of think maybe Carl Anderson getting hurt and the Good Brothers not being able to wrestle possibly.
What? No. We're not. We're not accrediting some tag team curse to the fucking OC not being on TV. No. There's no.
Yes.
No, this podcast is not that. No.
The Good Brothers. It was the Good. Remember the Good Brothers.
Good brothers.
Oh Lord.
They were brothering. They were brothering, man, and I think they brothered a little. I think they were going to be the transition from Fraxium to Hank.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. After this, we go into the third match of the night. It is the 6-person tag match. We have a team of Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and Jasmine Nix taking on the makeshift tag team of Tatum Paxley, Gigi Dolan, and Shotzi.
That's not makeshift, brother.
It's a makeshift.
Otherwise known.
Hey, makeshift.
Otherwise known as the Gothic Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, they are the Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna be honest with you. Their fucking entrance. There is no heterosexual explanation for. Like, I'm gonna be
No.
And just sit back and enjoy it. That's it. My word.
I am not commenting. So who would win in this match? Where we've seen it already, and we know one side won already. So who's win? Is it going to be the other side that wins heads to even it up? Yes, it will. Team Tatum win when Shotzi hits a top rope senton on Fallon Henley for the win. I rated this 2.5 stars. It was a standard 6-person tag match. It felt just like they were building step by step in this match. It just felt very coordinated and kind of slow in that aspect. Shotzi getting the pinfall was also a bit of a left turn for me because, didn't Vicaire also get the title shot, which is where we're going towards in the future.
Who do you think was going to get the pin ahead of time? Like, who do you think was going to score that pin?
I didn't think Fallon was getting pinned, firstly. I thought it was with JC or Jasmine. And probably Gigi.
Like, Gigi pinning JC, that would have been like...
Yeah.
Some toxic attraction. Toxic attraction lore, brother.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, first of all, it shouldn't have to be said, but it needs to be said. 3 women's matches back to back, and it went smoothly. Like, it wasn't forced. Which
it was ladies' night. We should have more.
That was really, really great. But again, it shouldn't have to be said. But full credit because it didn't feel forced.
Take notes, Anthony Khan and Paul Levesque.
Well, yeah. I really enjoyed this match. I don't know what it was about this match, but I was properly hooked. I mean, Shotzi taking a hard fall to that side, a hard fall, like.
Yeah, bro. I thought she clipped her leg again because remember how she got injured against Lyra.
When they came back from the break and Shotzi wasn't on the apron, I was worried. I was worried. Then she got back on. Let's get okay, cool. Let's
We
carry on.
locked in.
Yeah, and then I just, I mean, Jasmine Nix is going to be a star. Star.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Like,
Once she figures out all the little intricacies about wrestling, like she has presentation, like pretty much to a T. She already got presentation to a T. She like once she is able to have that, once she's able to add little nuance to her game, she's going to be a breakout star. I feel like she's going to be someone to watch throughout all of 2025, and I think while JC was the initial like front woman, and then you had Fallon really ascend with the North American, I feel like Fatal Influence is going to be Jasmine Nix's vehicle to becoming something.
Yeah,
kind of like how OTM was Jada Parker.
Yeah, 1000%. She's just, I can't think of many examples, but for instance, in TNA, Decay, Crazy Steve and Abyss. It seemed, but it was Rosemary who really shone through that group and became the face of that group. So Jasmine. I mean, first of all, her the nip up after she hits the Pele kick. The Pele kick. Sorry, I hate saying Pele kick. Pele kick. It was. Dang, she's good. She's good, but
you had to put the extra T on there to emphasize.
I obviously people are speculating of whether of JC turning on Fallon and taking the title. I can see it being JC. Not JC. Jasmine. Jasmine.
It could. The thing about it is though, you're gonna ask yourself, do you think Jasmine has enough personality to become a face?
Not yet.
Because she has not really displayed that since her time on television.
In general, I don't think. If you look at, I don't know, Nick Nemeth, who's a body guy, he shouldn't be a good guy. Like, he's much better to be a heel because he looks a certain way.
Yeah.
Jasmine Nix, again, I think she's almost too good looking to be a good guy. That makes any sense?
By that logic, Liv Morgan could have never worked as a face, and I personally think she was one of the better baby faces.
I think she's better as a mean years. I think Jasmine's better as a mean girl type character.
With that in mind, what is the time frame of Fatal Influence? How long do you give them before they split, or one of them turns on the others?
You could. They've been teasing this tension basically since November. Maybe sometime after standing. Because I will say this, eventually they're gonna have to ask with JC Jane, and I never want to say this. Is she viable enough to move up to? Because remember, she's been in NXT since.
Yeah, it's a very awkward question to ask.
I think more of a singles thing from JC, because I can't. She needs someone to go with her. Then, if she goes to the main roster, she needs someone to go with her. Because as a solo, I don't think she's ready yet, in my opinion.
Because I thought they were going to move before Mandy Rose's untimely departure from WWE. I personally thought all three of her, Mandy, and Gigi were all going to be going up together.
Yeah,
it was certainly heading that way. But then, they fired Mandy for making money outside of WWE and making a lot of money.
Made a lot of money, bro.
$1 million a month. There's nothing to be nothing to look down your nose at.
Yeah, shout out to Tino, man. He's living the dream.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. So after this, we go backstage again. Ethan Page is here, and he's with Ava in Ava's office. Ethan mocks his actions that he did to Javon Evans. When suddenly, in comes The Rock,
The final boss.
who has no relation whatsoever to Ava. He greets Ethan and tells him that if Ethan needs anything, to come to him. He also says that while he's the final boss in NXT, she's the final boss.
Ava's the final boss.
And
The funny thing about it is, it's like throughout this whole segment, Ava's just looking at Rock like he is so annoying. Like this is my annoying dad.
That's embarrassing.
So yeah, Rock
I
says,
love this.
what's it called?
I love this moment as a fan of Ethan Page, because so basically, long story short, Ken Shamrock was inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame during lockdown, and The Rock inducted Ken Shamrock. He posted a video and inducted Ken Shamrock into the TNA Hall of Fame. Ethan Page, who's always been a fan of The Rock, backstage whilst the pre-show was happening, Ethan Page took a picture of him with that screen of The Rock on. And then a few years later, he's face to face with him on international TV, on Netflix in the UK anyway. But that is huge, and so
yeah,
like,
it's also it's just the UK. It's like most of the international markets don't know we're in. That's on Netflix.
This is a huge endorsement. They trust Ethan enough to like be in a segment with The Rock and not completely shit the bed. So like I feel like that. I'm not saying he's going to be like a future like main event player for the rest of his wrestling career, but this shows him that they value him as a talent. So
Ethan Page could be Miz level of main roster star.
I will say this though. I feel like they have their Miz successor already on the main roster. They just have him saddled next to fucking Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grayson Waller has got a lot of uptick to him. It's just putting him with Theory is just not it.
When anyone with Theory is not.
Remember 6 months of tension between Theory and Waller?
Yeah.
And they've done nothing with it.
Hey, do you remember Austin Theory and the golden? Do you remember Austin Theory and the golden egg?
Oh man, I need Waller to throw Austin Theory through a barbershop window. Like, get this bum out of here.
Or throw him off Titan Tower.
Baron Corbin style.
Austin Theory.
Baron Corbin murdered 2 people that night. That's not a laughing matter.
I'll keep saying it. Fuck Austin Theory.
Is it murder if they came back from said murder?
I'm pretty sure did a seance to bring them back to life.
Did he?
I mean,
pretty sure he did.
The Saudi government wanted Yokozuna back. I think they.
Well, no, the difference is if you can do it within a 3-day grace period, do it within 7 days, you can. Like they were asking 20 years after Yoko's death, so you can't do.
No.
If anyone can make a deal with the devil, it's been.
Yeah.
Considering he might be the devil incarnate.
And before we go too far and keep mentioning the guy's fucking name, let's move on. Basically, Rock says to Ethan, he needs Ethan to be cool with Ava, so he and Ethan can be cool. And Ethan agrees to be cool. They're just chill dudes, you know?
Just dudes being guys.
Just dudes being guys, and just guys being dudes. Ethan leaves. Ethan leaves, and then Rock asks for advice, to which Ava gives him the most generic fucking response. It's the passion of the NXT fans are so different. So when Rock gets out there, he'll know what to say. And then that's pretty much it. And then Rock's
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, he did not know what to say.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say.
It was such bullshit. Like,
No, it was obvious. They weren't planning for him to be on the show. He just like, fuck it, I'm going to NXT.
yeah.
They were like,
shift those tickets. Those last few tickets needs to get them gone. And who better than just calling a favor for me, Dad? Why not?
Yeah.
okay, no, shoot, Ava. No, Ava probably didn't even know he was coming until you said he was.
He just bit of tequila. I'm going to NXT, baby. Woo! If you smell.
And then Ava's like, "What? Wait, he's coming here?" Sean's like, "He's coming here?"
Hunter's like, he's doing
I
what?
would love it if they found out after he posted it on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's how they found out how to love us so much.
Fucking Sean's already. Here's the thing: Sean was already midway through rewrites already, so now he has to rewrite his.
Yeah.
Where can I slot in?
Someone do
Where can I slot in Roxanne ring promo on this show? Where should it be?
He's rearranging the show. He's like, I originally had Stephanie winning the 4-way at the beginning of the show to have Giulia in the main event. What am I doing?
That don't work. What do I do now?
Wait. He can't even. Wait, Craig, you're doing it wrong. He can't even see out of one of those eyes.
Now you're making me lose my smile.
So after this, we go back to the ring because it's time for some more wrestling on the wrestling show. It is match 4 of the night, and it's for the NXT Heritage Cup Championship Trophy thing in a sudden death rules match. We have the champion Charlie Dempsey taking on challenger Alexis King. But
apparently they awarded it back to Charlie upon further review of laws of Heritage Cup or whatever, saying that Lexus has to actually win the match, not by DQ or something.
It's in the rule set of the Heritage Cup.
Bro, I don't know, dog. I don't know. It just came out here.
If you get DQ'd, it's an instant loss. That's how it works.
They just came out here. It's like, oh yeah, Charlie Dempsey's still the Heritage Cup champion, bro. Like, what do you mean by that?
They were making such a big deal of it in the first match that, DQ means you lose the match immediately, and it can change, and the trophy can change hands via disqualification. They were driving that point home, but
they were, brother.
I want to give much Charlie then, and take away the entire rules of the match. And I hope they don't stick with this because if they do, I'm done. But it was not.
Well, according to Wikipedia, they still recognize that he won it on the episode, like on the TV episode that he won it on.
Yeah.
But because he's such a good guy, I think he handed the fucking thing back over to Charlie. Because remember, they're doing good guy Lexus. And he wanted to win it to solidify his title.
But if he's being good guy Lexus, it's like, what about that backstage promo that he did on TV? Like, with the trophy, he denied everything that happened during that match. He was like, I won it clean. I'm the best. I'm so good.
Well, to be fair, Regal. That was Regal.
Also, did he deny it, or did he just not admit it? Did he deny it?
He got knocked out. He got punched out by Regal with the Nux, brother.
Did Regal use Nux?
Yes, he used the.
He threw them in and then punched him.
Yeah, I thought he threw him in, but it's just a punch normal. That was a fist, right?
And then
yeah.
I thought he punched him with the Nux and then threw it over.
No. I think they were already.
Because he refused. Because Lexus kept refusing him.
Yeah.
Also, what?
That's stupid. Why are we putting this much effort into Lexus King? Come on.
My
Because
way,
he's a star
my
of all.
life.
I know I said this. He's deaf though, unfortunately. He's not gonna he can't hear this.
He might hear
You
this.
know who I'm talking. He's not gonna hear this, like, unless he gets it in braille. Yeah. Like,
Nah, it was fine. Wasn't into it.
It was alright.
So, yeah, the match itself. Sudden Death rules. It's not Heritage Cup rules, so it's not 6 rounds, not 3 minutes. It's just one fall to a finish, as long as they need to go. So, in weird fashion, we have another new NXT Heritage Cup Trophy champion, as Lexus King wins once again with an accidental headbutt to the groin and a coronation.
I'll say it again. Hearing the words NXT Heritage Cup champion makes my brain itch.
Yep.
It's Heritage Cup champion or Heritage. It's Heritage Cup Heritage champion or Heritage Cup holder.
Yeah.
Or I hate because it takes two things away. Like a cup. Also, it's not a cup.
It's champion. He's still a champion though. So
He's a champion in a sense, yes, but
yeah, like
champion indicates like a belt or some kind, like a.
Well, he brings the trophy around everywhere he goes. So I think it works. It's functionally the same as a belt.
It's like much more heavier and much more cumbersome.
Yeah, it's much more. Yeah, it's very cumbersome.
I don't know what it is. It just makes my brain itch.
You can wear it on
like,
your shoulder. You can put it around your waist.
I'll be honest with you, though, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, when Lexus started this whole character change, I feel like I'm a good guy. I really didn't care for it. Like, I thought they were gonna do the classic thing of, oh yeah, he's trying to say he's a good guy, but it's back to scumbag tendencies when the going's tough. Mm-hmm. But I've actually kind of, over the last like month or so, ever since they incorporated, but I still think he has a ceiling. I feel like he had a higher ceiling.
Yeah, there's definitely a element of.
Yeah,
there's more.
At least
more that you can do. More than they're not leaning into in the character that they could be doing.
Yeah, like
the fact I'm enjoying Lexus King on TV. Go back five-ish weeks. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be enjoying Lexus King on TV. So yeah, absolutely, let's go. Let's see what we can do with it.
I liked Lexus King. I actually liked Lexus King when he first debuted in NXT.
I did.
It's very. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was very meme worthy, especially when he started coming out with the beard and all that. But I've enjoyed his work. He's been a good mid card. He's been a good mid card hand. He's actually, and compared to where he was AEW, he's actually, dare I say, he's been improving, and I think that should warrant more opportunity for him. But the thing is, what does him winning the Heritage Cup do for him in the long run?
Yeah,
I can see it being used as like an option C kind of thing. I think that's where the Cubs heading. Unfortunately, I think that's where they're going to go with it.
It needs to
because
go.
It
needs to go somewhere like that because most times the holders of the cups don't go on to do anything more significant.
They kind of they're just kind of in their own little For when Noam Dar brought it in, it's just like the only people fighting for it is like him, Dragon Lee, and Nate Frazier.
And then Tyler Bate.
Yeah. And then you finally got in like Gulak, and then you finally brought over Dempsey again. But it never was really like outside of like in terms of like major T. Like don't get me wrong, Nathan Frazier was good, but Nathan Frazier wasn't a major name in T until like later on in 23 going into 24. Like you're not getting a major like singles guy coming after the cup until you had Tony D like, hey, I want the cup because you didn't pay me for the murder that I committed for.
Who
Alleged.
said anything about a murder? Who said anything about a murder? He just did him a favour. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
There was a disappearance that happened. You know, they disappeared. We don't know
What disappearance? You just.
Yeah.
I don't believe that woke nonsense.
Hey, have you been watching the series on Stax' Twitter? Where
make a crime until I'm NXT champion.
Yeah. Funaki turned him in.
Oh, I need to watch that. I need to watch that now.
Yeah, you need to watch it, brother. They just finished the series.
Oh, it's hilarious.
And did he win the title?
I'm loving it.
No, he didn't win the title. He avoided jail time, brother.
Oh, that's been fantastic.
Become champion or become a convict. Your choice.
Stack, if you watch, and I'll send you one of these. You can have one of these. Take your pick.
Give him the IC belt. Give him the IC belt.
No. Give him the NXT title and he can do it over me. Top title.
Nah, that's real shit. Yeah, that's real shit right there, brother.
Sorry, spoilers.
But overall, though, like, I really don't know what you could more. Especially now that, like, speaking of Noam Dar, where has he been? It's been 9 months.
He's been injured, and I think he's cleared now, but he's just resting, I think.
I've been reading that all of Metaphor on main roster now.
I mean, no, I'm
They added to main roster.
Right,
there's still Metaphor is still wrestling on NXT, so
yeah. And the Metaphor women are doing a bit of both on both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they haven't used Oro in like 3 months.
I think they last used him in the Ethan Page build, didn't they?
Yeah, we kept putting Ethan Page. That was the last thing he did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pin you this week, and then next week, and then the week after that, and then the pay-per-view you pin me.
Let's get Oro Mint. We need Oro Mensa, brother.
Get him on the podcast. There we go.
Get him on the podcast, yeah, man.
Someone get in touch with Oro Mensa, bro, just comment. With me?
Comment Oro's phone number in the comments below.
Oro, holla at your boys, man.
Get in touch.
So yeah, the match itself for Charlie and Lexus, I rated it 3 stars. And that's all I'm concerned with it because we've already covered it now anyway. But yeah, I rated it 3 stars.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, like I don't think there's been a bad match this night. So
yeah, but we'll get into one soon, maybe.
He's not. You will not tank these ratings, you asshole.
After this, we go backstage. It's a segment with Ava, Fallon Henley, Stephanie McCare, and someone else comes in after. Basically, Ava is setting up a match for the next week, or Wednesday, sorry, between Stephanie McCare and champion Fallon Henley. When in comes Shotzi, who's like, I pinned Fallon Henley. And then was like, okay, cool. But Stephanie beat 3 of the top women in the roster. Fair. So Fallon's like, yeah, I like this. Yeah. You two fight. I'll go away. You two fight and sort it out. And I'll come back next week.
Here's the thing. I firmly believe Stephanie wins that match full stop. But the funniest outcome, and you know this is Shawn Michaels, Fatal Influence gets involved. And it's a no contest. leading to a triple threat.
Fucking hell.
Uh,
You know what? Interference, no contest, big 6-man tag match to end the show.
Player.
what? If it does end up in a triple threat, maybe that just maybe then Shotzi gets pinned by Fallon, which then Stephanie says, I still won I won the number one contenders match. I wasn't pinned. Where's my match? Then they can build it to stand and deliver.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
You could do that. I'm just saying. We're saying this, but this is Shawn Michael Hickenbottom we're talking about. Michael.
I mean,
we don't know what's going through his ethereal mind.
But I'm certain we're getting Shotzi winning the title, which means at Stand Deliver, we're getting Shotzi and Giulia title for title.
I mean,
yes, brother, yes.
The amount of times we've called out Shawn Michaels on this podcast and he's done the exact opposite.
Yeah. You know what?
So,
Shawn Michaels, come
off.
on the podcast, Shawn.
Hey man, like dog, bro, like I'm not even gonna be mad at it because he keeps you on your toes, man. He keeps you on your toes. like I remember one time I had, because we're in a prediction league, so DP.
Yeah.
I was on a massive months-long winning streak.
Yeah.
On NXT, and then I faced this one guy, and it was like, all right, this feels like a very predictable week. I finished with a negative. You want to know what my opponent finished with?
God.
Like a fucking perfect card on my ass. And I was the number one contender to the title, bro.
Just complete wipeout.
Complete wipeout. But
that guy buried you in the write-up.
But like I said, Shawn Michaels keeps you on your toes just when you think you know everything.
Just a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, it appears that we're getting some sort of match next week between Stephanie Vaquero and Shotzi, with the winner fighting Fallon either next week or the Let's Be Early Avengers Day. So after this, we go into finally the fifth match and the main event of tonight's show for the men's NXT World Championship. We have champion Trick Williams taking on Eddy, taking on, well, no one else because Eddy was not there, but he's meant to be there. But the match starts as a one-on-one, so it's just a one-on-one match pretty much.
Pretty good one-on-one match.
Yeah. So Eddy comes back towards the end and plays a minimal role in the ending, really. Trick goes for the trick shot, hits the chair, falls into it, and basically knocks out Eddy in the process. And then Obo recovers and hits the fall from grace powerbomb on Trick for the 1-2-3. And new men's NXT World Champion, the inevitable Eddy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog.
It was coming.
We knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. Why even involve Eddy in this?
Yes!
Why?
They've done this entire fucking build of giving Eddy like this actual sort of character, an actual motive to do things, and be in the position that he's in, to just have him get completely sidelined in this match. Like
sidelined completely, dog.
Do you remember the promo from I think it was 2 weeks ago, where it was him, Trick, and Obo in the ring?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, they both.
He was the best one.
Yeah, he was the best one, and they both tried to bury the fucking guy. It's ridiculous. Like
did Eddy Thorpe piss off backstage, man? Like
Tanahashi.
Well, Tanahashi's favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels, so
there you go. It's a full circle.
Full circle. Shawn was like,
stand deliver. Shawn Michaels.
You left me.
Tanahashi.
Shawn Michaels was like, you left New Japan. You broke Tanahashi's heart. I'ma bury you.
I would love next week on NXT. He comes out, Carl Fredericks. Isn't anymore.
Bring back Trey Bearhill for this, brother.
Oh God. Oh, Eddie's best friend, though.
Because he was also Native American.
Yeah. Fucking
like
right as well.
Like, bro, like Eddie did not need to be involved in that. Was going to be like if Oba was going to just pin Trick straight up, Eddie did not need to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, without Eddie, the match was actually pretty good. You could argue Eddie hindered the match.
Yeah, you honestly could. You honestly could.
And the thing is, Eddie Thorpe isn't a bad wrestler. It's just how they structured this match.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, and I've been on record as one of the biggest Trick believers. Like because I've been on record of being one of the biggest Trick believers, and this match only, you know, hey, it's been a rough few months for the people that have been supporting Trick Willie. It's been a rough few months.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
We had to do 4 Ethan Page matches. We had to do a Ridge Holland match. That was, oh God, like dog. We've been it's been rough out here. It's been rough out here. So the thing is, the match with him and O actually pretty good. And it's just like, man, it's kind of weird how Trick can, Trick just he rises to the occasion against actually good opponents, and then just. Man, like when his opponents aren't good, they just.
I'm almost certain we're getting Oba and Eddy at Vengeance Day.
Just so Eddy can get pinned in 5 minutes.
Yes, literally, because there's still the argument he's gonna make that he pinned Trick in that tie that they had.
Yeah, like
even though Eddy didn't pin Trick. That's not a pin.
Brother, like, what match are they going to do? Standard.
Let's do a stipulation. Let's put Trick on a pole.
No. Get Trick away from this.
Trick on a forklift.
Trick is a referee.
Trick is the special guest referee again. Yeah. Dude, Trick. So are we going to run back Trick? But Standard Deliver?
I'd assume so.
Like, I don't know at this point. I was thinking maybe Vaughn. I think that'd be pretty damn.
But Javon, go get a smile back first.
Gotta get a smile back. He's gotta whoop Ethan Page. So fair enough.
Also, like, as good as Javon is, main event Stand and Deliver, I don't know.
I'm telling you, the main event Stand and Deliver. Over me, Dwayne Johnson. 1-on-1.
What if they run back Oba versus Tony D, and and Oba beats Tony D again?
That makes sense.
To tie up their series, because remember Tony D is currently up 2-1.
Yeah. But also,
I can see it.
How would you get around Tony being North American champion?
He loses. The thing is, who does he lose it to?
Yeah. Eddie Thorpe.
No. Title for title.
Again.
Oba. Yes, do title for title.
So the thing is, there was 4 titles, now there's 2.
Stacks, finish the story.
Yes.
But on this match, I have one thing to say.
What?
What's that?
The whoop that era is over.
Yes.
It never would have started anyway, if we're being real. It never would have
It
started.
ended in NXT. It's finna kick back up on the main.
He's gonna
But
die. He's gonna die a swift death on the main roster.
Well, I'm just saying he's gonna get better. He's gonna get better.
He'll get better, but he'll turn heel. He'll turn heel.
Yeah, he's gonna turn heel. They're probably gonna pair him back up with.
Yes, because that's where he was best as the second guy to Carmelo.
I think he could work as a singles guy.
I mean, I can't see where he fits in necessarily. Unless they bring back the 24/7 title, I don't see him doing an awful lot.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, really and truly though, I personally see him in the same vein as I see kind of Jay. He's going to eventually get and going to be a guy he can be a decent enough hand. Going to lose a lot of actually. Might win one or two every now and again.
You should leave NXT. I think you should stay on NXT. Fair enough, where'd you go from there?
Oh.
But I can't see him going.
I know what we're doing. I know what to do with Trick.
What?
Send him to TNA.
Honestly, that would be better than anything else they got going.
No.
I was advocating for Top Dollar to be the world champion.
Oh my! Trick Williams joins Top Dollar's thing in TNA. Boom, money.
Boom. Those two and Rich Swann. Those two and Rich Swann would go crazy.
Trick Williams, AJ Francis, and Casey Navarro.
Don't forget Rich Swann. Don't forget about Rich Swann.
I think Rich Swann's done in TNA, to be honest.
Damn it.
Like, he went to rehab and he's been on the independents since, and he hasn't been in TNA.
He can handle this. He can handle this. He can handle this.
I think Rich Swan's done in TNA. Honestly, I don't like first class anyway. So put Trick in first class. It can't make it any worse.
Well, go sit in economy then.
Yeah, go sit in economy. Like, as a believer in Trick Williams, I will firmly say this. This hasn't been good. This has not been a good run. And the thing is, it's mainly because I feel like this really exposed how inexperienced he is, for the most part, as a performer. He has a lot of great physical attributes. He's got a lot of intangible, naturally likable, in my opinion, and like very attractive young man. He has a great magnetic connection, but the opponents really did not really throwing him out there. Really didn't, unless they were like an Ilya Dragunov, they were not getting the best of Trick Williams most of the time.
With Trick, I feel like, despite everything I've said, I don't think it's 100% his fault.
It's not.
Like, it's classic WWE. They're starting to get over. Let's rush them to the top. Trick wasn't ready when they said he's ready.
You could probably argue he would have been ready coming into 2025 as opposed to 2024.
Yeah, more time, but it just wasn't the case. I mean, look back at his title reign. In fact, his entire push.
Yeah, his two title reigns.
You had to have Cena, Punk, Cody. I didn't even know who else to say you should like this guy. He's the guy.
Well, and
a lot, but
to be fair, they didn't even need to do that when he was getting over organically already.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is it.
He's only like those endorsements from Punk and Cena only made marks like us a little bit iffy on him.
Yeah.
Punk.
Don't
stop.
you can't force your audience to like someone, and that's what they tried to do. And and
you can't do that. It didn't work with The Rock in '96. It didn't work with Roman from 2014 to 2019. Like, you can't force people to like something.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was already going to like him regardless, but I was recognizing, all right, back half of 20, he's getting over organic.
Yeah.
Throughout the build to Stand and Deliver 24, he was arguably the most over man show.
I mean, you could see it from Stand and Deliver with Braun versus Mello. Like, there's a little bit there for Trick. They just didn't. They wanted to happen.
They wanted to have
too quickly.
It happen their way rather than the organic way.
And he was getting over organic as the mouthpiece. That's the crazy thing.
Because for what it's worth, he's a better talker than Carmelo. And that much I'll give him, because he's a decent enough talker. It's just,
and that's saying something when Melo isn't a bad talker.
Like when with Trick, it's when they started feeding him lines for his promo.
Oh yeah,
because it was the same words in different ways over and over and over again. Trick, he just let him go and do. Like, give him a bit of free reign. Obviously, you can't to an extent, or else you get Mercedes Moné. But
Moné.
Give him a bit of leeway because Trick wasn't a wrestler before this.
He's a naturally cool guy, man. Like,
he has a charisma, but not when you're telling to. You're giving him Roman Reigns lines. Like, I was expecting to say suffering succotash,
boy.
Like,
hey, you suffering succotash, I'll put a boot up your.
It's called a promo, John.
Yeah, I was liking Trick, but it's that natural thing of, or some people find it natural, where you go, like this thing, and like, no, I don't want to like this thing, because you're telling me to like it, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you, like for the longest I didn't want to like Tom Brady. Now that he's out of the NFL, I respect Tom Brady more. I actually,
yeah.
But the thing is, you push this narrative. You're making jaded people, kind of just, more cynical, and the thing is, I'm trying to get out of I'm trying to give grace. So, and this is why I'm always going to bat for more than anything else. So, and like I said, he has a lot of the physical attributes. He has it's just he doesn't have the, like, he's only been wrestling since like 2020, and like his first matches were in like on CZW, like type stuff, man. Like and then when he came to, they only let him wrestle on TV like once, maybe every 2.
Yeah.
From the beginning of 2.0.
Yeah, and he started to get over from that.
But they needed to give him reps. And honestly, more reps make things more second nature. And you could argue, if he was 2022, his matches in 2024 would be better against, guys like Ridge and Ethan Page. And like, and the thing is, I'm not going to say Ethan Page is a bad wrestler by any means. Page, I don't ever want to see that match.
Yeah, that's.
And I like both guys. And like, you gotta. And this also goes to show with you all veteran. Like, it's making me appreciate Sean Spears. I may not. You kind of missed the Oni lore. You Danny Birches. Like, that is the only downside to mass. I'm gonna be honest with you, advocate ops, but I said this 4 years ago when I first got back into wrestling, and I learned about NXT. I learned about Black and Gold. Learned, and I said the one thing that professional wrestling fans hate first is inauthenticity. And the thing is, Black and Gold, inauthentic way of trying to recreate PWG, Ring of Honor, and shit, while AEW was doing it on a much grander scale, and it's the same thing, but it has an authentic feel, which is why I'm like, you don't need to be doing. You don't need to be there to future, which is why you need to get these Adam Coles. You need to get Kyle. I said this, and people called me crazy. But the thing is, you needed to focus on the future because you had no future going forward. Now they have a future, but also the drawback to getting rid of all the vets is you could have kept some to at least help with the transitionary period to help these people grow as performers. And you're witnessing it now in real time with someone like Trick, who didn't get that much reps during 21 and 22, and it's actually actively hurting some of his matches in 24 and going into 25.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just hopefully now he's not the title anymore, so we might see more of a better side to him in storylines that don't involve the world title.
I don't think we'll see it for a few weeks.
Oh yeah. I think he's still hanging around for a little bit longer. Like, I don't think he's going straight to main roster now, but
Yeah, he will be for a few weeks.
I would say he needs at least another before you really talk again. The most natural way to bring him up would be I would say bring him up to either be the second to either Ilya. The most natural way, to bring him up.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably the best way to do it, really, because the history's there. So, but yeah, so we got a new champion. Trick Williams is not champion anymore. Eddy Thorpe was kind of there, I guess. Didn't really contribute to the match though. And with that, he goes to the stage with a title. Out comes Giulia. Both of them have their names on the ramp behind them. New champion, hold the belts up. Ending shot. Great show. It's the end of the show. What else can happen? Nothing else can go wrong.
If you're some
That's right, it's not over, because it's time for Dwayne Johnson's promo.
You could have opened the show with this.
You could have opened the show with this. Legitimately. Like...
This is 20 minutes enough. Because here's the thing. Alright, so preface this, in the prediction league that we're in, we have to... Not only do we have to put in predictions, to avoid ties, we have to, predict the time of the main event. Right, DP?
Yep, we do.
So, what time did Oba versus Trick versus Eddy, I guess, start?
I don't know what time.
What time? Like what time at the hour? Like what?
I think it was around the 1 hour 35 mark, something like that.
It was like, I thought it was like 1:25, an hour 25, like when it first started.
It might be.
That match only went 10 minutes. That match only went 10 minutes and like 44 seconds.
The Rock only had 10 minutes as well. When the timekeeper throws in the mic, he throws up a 10.
Okay.
But either way, when that match started, you thought like, Eddy, Trick, and Oba, that's going to go long, bro. Like, that's what you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
That's what you thought with how the show was being structured. No. Dwayne Johnson has to come out here and just, like, for some reason, just come out here and do a promo.
What to say? Cody. Get the promo there. Trailblazing. NXT's great.
You're literally on NXT. There's been an entire fucking show that showcases your fucking talent. Like, how can you not know you're a single NXT person? Like, he didn't say Trick Williams. I thought
He didn't say Trick. He didn't even say Oba.
I thought he was going to say Trick or Oba. He didn't say either of them. He was just there.
He didn't say Giulia. He didn't say Roxanne. He didn't say nothing. He didn't even mention Corey Graves on commentary.
Yeah.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
I love that. Great.
I love how none of us mentioned him.
I can't believe on Corey Graves. Corey Graves being on commentary showed how bad Vic and Booker are.
Oh, yeah.
Boo. I love Vic and Booker.
Corey exposed them for being shit at their job. There, said it.
I love Vic. I love Vic and Booker. They're my favorite duo.
No.
Out there, boom.
Like, this was not necessary. This wasn't needed.
No.
Like,
the thing is, like, Roxanne, and Giulia went, again, like, 10, 11 minutes, I don't know, right?
They
like, could have gone easily 16, 17.
They could have went 20.
Yeah, literally.
It's 5 minutes on both matches. I can make it a lot better. 5 minutes for both matches, and they would have.
You could have given more. You could have given more time to the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, it was. I mean, The Rock's The Rock. He's remember the board. He's going what the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but
like I said earlier, man. It was like he just said it on a whim, and Shawn Michaels didn't know what to do.
It was to sell tickets.
No, it wasn't to sell tickets. The show was already sold out. The show was already pretty much sold out.
On Netflix, Michael Cole said tickets still available.
Still available, but it didn't mean that was that many available.
I mean,
that venue could only hold like 1,800 people.
Yeah, one ticket left. One ticket.
One ticket left. That venue could only hold like 1,800 people, dog. Like, it wasn't that many tickets left available.
No.
Like, if anything, that was just to get more people to watch the show on CW.
Yeah, it was literally.
Like, if you looked at the ratings, they got over 900,000.
So if you're a casual fan, a lapsed fan, even a diehard fan, you see Dwayne Johnson, you see The Rock, he's gonna be on NXT, right? He's gonna do a big promo. He's gonna big up NXT guys. He's gonna mention Cody. He's gonna mention Kevin Owens or something on the main roster, right? Mention Solo, Roman, literally anyone. Could mention any wrestler in the company who works for the company.
Didn't mention any of them. He only mentioned Cody.
Mention Ava. Literally, your own daughter.
Mention your daughter, brother.
Oh, she's doing a good job. She is, like she's cultivating these new talents, the new generation. And no, nothing. Just
I feel like he did. I feel like he did mention Ava.
He might have.
He might have.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Honestly, it went
he was probably drunk midway. He was probably drunk throughout that whole entire promo.
Yeah.
It's just a Rock promo, wasn't it? It's just a Rock promo.
It's not a Rock promo. It's a Dwayne promo.
Yeah, it's Dwayne.
It's not Rock. It's Dwayne.
Wayne.
Absolute joke. Fucking travesty.
Yeah.
Like, this is certainly a way to end the show.
Like, people will talk about it, but in a bad way. like
Yeah,
no one benefited from this.
no.
Like,
even the fans who
the
pay
only
tickets.
person who benefited from Roxanne was Ethan
like,
Page.
dog.
Yeah.
Remember the discourse on Twitter from the CW special, from the debut episode, where CM Punk ended up hitting Ethan Page with the go to sleep while Trick was celebrating
Yep.
as the show went off air, and people were like, "Oh man, he just did that to put himself over in his home." That did more for Ethan Page and Trick more than anything than what Dwayne did here.
Yeah. So, Dwayne's summary on NXT. He's in the office. He slaps Ethan's ass. Comes up to the ring. Slaps his own ass, pretty much. Like
Mana.
he's blowing
Ronnie
smoke
B.
up his own ass. You know, like. Hey,
The Mana runs strong.
isn't TKO such a good company, guys? You know, aren't we great?
Aren't we good corporate overlords?
Fucking hell.
Can you smell it? Can you smell it? Dog shit.
Smell that.
If you smell
No. Jabroni beaten. Pie eaten.
Bottom into it.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
bro.
don't know if there was a script or if he went completely improv.
He would freestyle that whole thing. He freestyled that
It's
whole.
ever going to be a script. That mess, yeah, it's definitely a script for that, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's literally being told, breaking the fourth wall by telling us what a timekeeper's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 minutes.
What would have been funny though if he said, "Fuck the network, we're going over."
Yeah.
That would have been funny. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, the feed will just cut off.
The thing is, like,
CW would have cut the feed.
breaking the
He said that
Hang on.
he dropped like 5 F-bombs throughout that whole entire promo.
Yeah.
Like, so you can't, like, he isn't sanitized Dwayne. He wasn't Netflix Dwayne.
He was the DCW Dwayne. He's edgier, man.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. We were saying F-bombs, and we watched Riverdale.
Oh yeah, Riverdale. We watched The Flash. We watched Arrow. We watched.
Cody Rhodes was on the episode with Stephen Amell.
He was, yeah. I think that was pre-WWE, though, wasn't it? For Cody.
Yeah. Oh no. He was he got on an episode, and then he got his release.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And then Amel's Bullet Club Association came after.
Fucking hell. What a way to end New Year's Evil. What a way.
This was a show.
It was
to end.
It was a show that had decent matches all the way through to an ending promo that did nothing and wasted 10 minutes of everyone's time.
Like,
And cost someone 10 minutes in the show.
Yeah. Honestly, it cost Giulia the most, I'd say.
Hell, you can even argue that it didn't even take time off matches. A couple of segments, maybe.
Yeah, that's true though.
They'll cut someone off the show for The Rock.
To be fair, like if you're talking about Hank and Tank minutes versus having The Rock on your show, you're taking The Rock every single time.
I'm not. Hank and Tank.
Yeah, Hank and Tank, baby.
Ugh.
But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, with that very tragic note to end things with NXT.
I'm not bombshell.
Have we got any ending comments about the show?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
this was a good show. Cut out The Rock, and it might be a perfect TV special.
Honestly, yeah. Like, just forget the last
Well,
bit.
more so cut out. Well, if you actually, well, actually, if you don't know, if you put The Rock at the beginning, put The Rock at the beginning.
Yeah. Or even somewhere in the middle, honestly.
Yeah.
Just not at the end. Like,
Why didn't you do promo? Why didn't you do promo?
I don't know.
Why does The Rock need to talk more? That's fine.
You gotta
Yeah.
promote the Fast and Furious, brother.
Yeah, and Zoa and his other ventures, like Moana 2 and
The
Red
Mana.
and Red 1.
Hey,
Oh.
Red One was actually good.
As soon as I saw the
stand on
trailer for
that.
Red 1, I thought, that's gonna be shit. That's gonna flop so hard. And, yeah.
Yeah, we're bad. No.
That was actually a good movie. That was the most range The Rock has shown in 15 years since the game plan.
What about the Scorpion King?
No.
But no, yeah. So with that in mind, that does.
So it's the Tooth Fairy. Yeah, that.
But yeah, with that in mind, that does bring an end to this episode of HCW Show Squared. Ruff, where can the people find you if they want to follow you online?
Follow me on X. Unfortunately, follow me on X at Ruff Main. If you want me on Discord, Ruff6044 or whatever. Just don't do anything weird.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, like what you like. Don't be a dick, as one Brian say.
And of course, Craig, where can people find you online?
You can drop me a follow on TikTok at Mr. Impact Craig. Basically, if you're on social media, I'm pretty much everywhere. I don't think I'm coming back to Twitter, X. I don't think I can mentally do it anymore. I'm on TikTok. Maybe in the next week you might get a video on my YouTube, so drop a little subscribe on there if you feel like it. And yeah, just like, share, and support wrestling.
Indeed. And with that in mind, of course, please like the video, share the video with your friends, your colleagues. Comment on the video. Do you agree, disagree with what you saw on this episode? Did you like the show? Did you hate the show? Did you hate the Rock's promo like we did? Did you like the Rock's promo? Did you think it added something to it? Let us know in the comments. And what does it say? Oh yeah, and the show itself on social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or X, Twitch. Ignore that one. And Blue Sky. Also, thing HCW Show or the HCW Show, one way or another. We're there somewhere. We're here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, with that in mind, I've been Dan. These have been my lovely guests. Thank you once again for coming on. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.